Okay, so I thought I would tell you about the day that Nafie purchased a couple of monitors. A couple of monitors. All the while, I sat innocent, blissfully unaware of exactly what was really going on. A best practice for storytelling would be to follow the who, what, when, where, why guideline, which is exactly what I'm going to do. Before I get started on this story, told by me, by the way, Jenna, just in case we haven't been introduced yet, I also go by the name Joanne, but you can call me what you want. Just don't call me late for dinner. Too corny, huh? In fact, I remember looking that phrase up and it dated back to 1909. Crazy. Okay, so if you don't mind, I want to get a little disclaimer out of the way. You should know we are not experts in the field of MBTI. We won't be breaking down functions or getting into theories. We're just interested in personalities and what makes people tick. This series is primarily created by Jenna, the INFJ, that's me, also the narrator. It's basically just a series of fun stories. If Nafie, the INTP, has an issue with any of my videos, he may interject by adding some post-edit notes. By the way, if you enjoy the video, like and subscribe so I can make more. Let's start with the who. Nafie, of course, the INTP. He was perusing the local classifieds online when he came across a deal. He has a tendency to get a little compulsive at times, acting on well-thought-out ideas that don't always sit well conventionally. When he's feeling compulsive because he's considering another grand plan, it's completely normal behavior for him. But from the outside looking in, INTPs, at least Nafie, can come across as peculiar at times. I tend to keep his outlandish purchases or inventions quiet, not to frighten the neighbors or freak out my parents. So I wouldn't say Nafie's impulsive, because he always thinks things through and often becomes an expert in the field he's researching. But there's no stopping him once he has an idea that he wants to see come into existence. Hyper-focus mode kicks in. Looking back, I remember it going something like this.
I'm thinking of picking up a couple of monitors.
I hear him holler from the basement. Okay, so that was a very bad impression of Nafie. He's British, but there's no way I'm attempting that accent. Pip pip, rightio. Yeah, it just wouldn't go well. Anyways, I wasn't surprised to hear he was looking for monitors. He'd been priming me for a possible upgrade to his computer setup for weeks. Oh, okay, really? Well, I wouldn't mind going with you. I always enjoy getting in the car with Nafie. I end up grabbing more of his attention this way, and the conversations are usually intriguing. If it's not intriguing, I'm in for a challenge. I'll have to ask him halfway through any given subject that he's not keen on if he's actually still listening. Zoning out is a particularly cozy place for him. In the past, I've asked questions and he's given me automatic responses. I guess that's why he's so often saying things like,
I don't remember agreeing to that.
Okay, sorry, I'm getting off topic here. Where were we? The what? Right, okay, sorry. So he said he saw some monitors in the classifieds that he wanted to pick up. Monitors to enhance his computer gaming and programming experience, I'm guessing, or at least at the time, since we never delved into why he needed a couple of extra monitors. It was the summer of 2018. It was an overcast day, possible rain shower, and it was a bit of a drive out of town, in fact. In hindsight, I guess I should have realized it was odd to drive a half an hour out of town just for a couple of monitors. Hindsight's great, I just prefer foresight. So we head out of town. I seem to remember it going something like this. Cue the dream mode. I love this bit. And so that's why I ended up picking up the whole wheat bread rather than the rye. It would be so much better as a tomato sandwich, don't you agree? Nafie?
Oh, right, yeah. Of course I am. What?
He replied obscurely, obviously having no clue what I was talking about. This was my bad. I was talking about random nonsensical daily acts of nothingness, and of course he zoned out. Things picked up though, once I changed the subject to this neat YouTube video that I saw on how a lightning bolt cured a blind man. You should check it out. That's the one. So we finally arrived at this farm. A man greeted Nafie out front. If I remember correctly, it went kinda like this. So Nafie begins chatting it up with the monitor farmer guy. It started to rain a little, so I decided to stay in the car. I figured I'd just ring my mom. While I was busy chatting on the phone, I had no idea that Nafie went back and forth to our car trunk several times. Wait a second, you know what? I just had a thought. If I'd gotten out of the car, I may not even have this story to tell you. I mean, I totally would have put the kibosh on the monitor purchase. Do you think there's any chance he took the rain shower into account and hoped it would persuade me to stay in the car, hence appeasing me by bringing me along for the drive, but hindering me from actually getting totally involved? I was so innocent, so blissfully unaware of what was to come. Nah, I'm just being paranoid, right? Right? Okay, anyways, about half an hour later, Nafie gets back into the car and we head back home. We arrive back home and I go inside to get dinner started while Nafie unpacked the car. After unpacking the car, Nafie headed downstairs to our home office to play a little league. As I was preparing dinner, I realized it was all out of rice and I had to go grab a bag from the shelf in the garage. It was when I opened the garage door that all hell broke loose. What the hell is this? I freaked out. I totally freaked out. End of story. Just kidding. Obviously, there's more stuff to talk about. So please check back in next week for the continuation of Monitors O'Plenty. I've got more story to tell you. And thanks so much for subscribing. I really appreciate it. Thanks for liking and making a comment. And yeah, I'm having fun making these videos. So yeah, so check back in next week. And also, if you have time, check out our social media stuff. And yeah, well, I guess that's it. And I'm going to go check out this bug I saw on my monitor. It's kind of got a greenish hue to it. Hopefully it doesn't bite. Anyways, we'll talk to you soon. And yeah, thanks again. Bye.